Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where it's your Let's Play 2. If you've been hanging on for the entire series, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is my favorite game of all time, and we are about to finish it once and for all. So we are here at the precipice of the final boss. This will be a very long episode. I'm estimating it's going to be about an hour long, no commercial breaks. Don't worry, I don't do that mid-roll bullshit. But it's going to be a long one, although half of it's going to be cutscene. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to Mog. We're taking off his Moogle charm and replacing it with that barrier ring. Alright, so here we go.
It's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do.
Okay. I've never tried it at levels this low. This is going to be intense. The three teams have met. Mog is standing at the back. And Edgar is in the lead. That's weird.
We quickly cut to the ship where Locke is teaching Amaro how to make a mimosa.
That would be Kefka's
Welcome,
line.
friends! Hang on, friends, I got a text message. I knew you'd make it here, so I've prepared some suitable entertainment for you.
How long are you going to let the destruction continue?
I've tapped into the ultimate power. Observe. Such a magnificent power. You're like insects to me. I will exterminate everyone and everything.
People will keep rebuilding the things you take from them.
Then I'll destroy those too. Why do people rebuild things they know are just going to be destroyed? Why do people cling to life when they know they can't live forever? Think how meaningless each of your lives is.
That's Terra.
It's not the net results of one's life that's important. It's the day-to-day concerns, the personal victories, and the celebration of life and love. It's enough if people are able to experience the joy that each day can bring. And have you found your joy in this nearly dead world of ours? Yes!
And now heroic roll call.
I know what love is.
My family lives on inside of me. I know what friendship is, and family. It is my dream to build a kingdom in which I can guarantee freedom and dignity. I have come to experience anew the love of my brother.
I've met someone who can accept me for what I am.
I have a special little granddaughter.
And I have a brave grandpa who will stand by me through it all. Next time, don't embarrass me, Grandpa.
My friend's airship, and her love, even though she's dead.
I have my friends here, Kapo. You, my friends. Me, wow, all of you. I accidentally slipped in the Mog there.
That's fine.
Oh, this is sickening. You sound like chapters from a self-help booklet. Prepare yourselves. Now, for my next trick, I will make you all disappear. By disappear,
Kefka,
I
you
mean
don't know
kill.
what you're doing. Stop. He just activated the light of judgment. He's burning half the world at this point.
I command the greatest power in the universe. You are all helpless before me.
I love this scene because the music is his goofy music, but it's showing the dichotomy because it used to be when the music played, he would either be doing something kind of dumb or it would be Imperial based, but he's fucking burning the world right now, and he doesn't care.
I will destroy everything. I will create a monument to non-existence.
Just because he can.
Life will go on. There will always be people and dreams. No, I will hunt them down. I will destroy it all. Destroy, destroy, destroy. We will not allow you to harm another living thing. But what fun is destruction if no precious lives are lost?
He's just burning the other half now. He doesn't care. His lack of remorse is one of the most cold I've ever seen in games. It's over, Kefka. Okay. So the finale. We have brought 12 to the party, and now we get to choose what order these 12 will do for the next battle. We're about to face a 4-part gauntlet. If anybody falls during the gauntlet, the next person in line will get to go. So Terra is obviously our number 1. And Strago is our number 2 because he can use his Grand Train, which is highly effective. We're going to follow him up with...
Sabin, maybe?
Yes, Sabin because of the Genji Glove and the Offering. And then we're also going to have... No, I need more power than Gogo. No, wait, I need the double Ultimas. Okay, so Gogo is gonna go in. Alright, so we are assuming that one of the mages is going to fall. So Realm gets the next priority. Followed by Shadow...
How about Mog? Mog was doing okay, and he has those healing arts.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put Shadow in instead of Gogo. So we're going to have Terra, Strago, Shadow, because I need his power, and Sabin. And then Realm and Mog in case one of them fall. And at that point, we really should not be falling this far down the list. But if we are, then Celeste is going to have to come up as well as Gogo.
Put in the members from Team Boy Scout, definitely.
That would be... Well, that's everybody then.
Well.
So then, Gao, out of these 4, Gao has the most, and Edgar was proving himself. Cyan is okay, and Setzer didn't prove dick.
Yeah,
now hopefully...
crappy, screwed up fixed device. Seriously.
So hopefully this is all we need, and we're going to end this with Terra, Strago, Shadow, and Sabin. Hopefully. No guarantees, though. And, well... Let's do it. No final words. Which is another thing I really, really like.
Finally, a boss with one face.
That's the other thing with him. A lot of these enemies don't flash or anything when they're about to attack. It adds this weird mystery that you don't know what's coming. Alright, but luckily all these enemies are magic-based, and we have all of the items and shit at our disposal, if necessary. So, we're opening Terra with Life 3 and Quick, and then she's, as you can see here, Life 3ing the rest of the party. Because I think a lot of these guys do have final strikes. So if we're not Life 3'd constantly, you are going to see our people go down. And like I said, I'm trying to avoid having anybody go down, because it's bad. Also, I kind of screwed myself also because I should have taken the sprint shoes off of everybody, since sprint shoes are no longer necessary, but whatever. And from here on out, we're just going to react however we need to react. But Terra's magic is going to be the thing that will save us. Wow, Sabin. You work out much? Okay, Sabin was a bad choice. That's okay. So if things start getting heavy, we're gonna just let Sabin go. Jesus Christ, Shadow. Ah, doggy! Apparently Interceptor is joining us in this ascension to godhood.
Yay!
Alright. So this will...
You could say that. All dogs go to heaven.
Oh, I need to spoil something because I never finished it in the game. You know, Shadow's line was something about he learned about friends and family. He's Realm's dad. Like, through his dreams, you find out that after he and Baram stole 1 million gold pieces from a train, he decided to retire and settle down. And in order to do that, he went to Thamasa and banged a lady who got pregnant, and he didn't think he'd be a good dad, so he just left her in Thamasa and left.
Bah.
The other big clue you get is that Realm starts off with this thing called Memento Ring that blocks against certain types of magic. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we used life. Shit. Okay, everyone survived. Alright, so part 1's over. So, the Memento Ring can only be equipped by Realm and Shadow, but the description is Departed Mom's love protects you from fatal magic. So it's like, why should Shadow be able to equip it? It's because it was his wife, or at least the woman he banged.
Oh, damn it, it does have more faces.
Yup, and a dude who's way over steroided. He's so over steroided, his veins are a different color. Alright, so... Come on. Alright, I have to be super quick about this, because otherwise this is gonna get...
It's a bit weird how all of the dudes on this, except for the crucified lady there, look kind of like Edgar and Sabin.
Come on. Oh, that is weird. Okay.
And also there's that one lion or tiger face there.
Alright, hold your turn for a minute, Sabin, because I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Ah, fuck me! Alright, well, that's what we know what we're going to do with him. Elixir to Terra so she gets all her magic back. I wasn't calculating fast enough. Alright, Terra, hold your turn. Okay, so we need... First, I need to check lives. Life 3, life 3. Oh, God, only Terra's life 3'd. Terra, hold your turn. Alright, so... And then life 3, Shadow. Sabin can go. We're not going to concern ourselves with Sabin. He's too weak at this point. I would rather he die, and like if you lose anybody, it doesn't affect your ending. Nothing affects your ending except if you let characters die or you don't collect them earlier in the game. Basically, every living character on the roster will get their own little cutscene dealy at the end. That. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh crap! Oh. Ah, fuck me. I'm not thinking fast enough. Excalibur, we're just gonna fling it. Did he just... Oh, good. That actually helped me out.
I'm not actually saying anything, because I'm, like, trying to comprehend what the hell this thing is.
Yeah. It's kind of confusing, isn't it?
It's like, there's 4 blonde dudes.
And a crucified lady in the back.
Crucified lady in the back. That one tiger lion face. And, like... What even?
Yeah, this entire thing is very what even. There's also the music, which I'm just talking over, is amazing and nuanced, and there are websites out there that talk about it better than I can. If I remember, I'll put a link in the video description, but look up Dancing Mad. That's the name of the song. And when you Google it, look for people who talk about Dancing Mad, write about Dancing Mad, because it really is super cool, some of the stuff that went into this song. Alright, so Cure 3, and Life 3, there we go. Because Shadow can live. Shadow's doing a decent job here. I didn't expect that I would take Shadow in for the finale, but he's proving himself. And now, Ultima. I think if I beat this game, it'll be a new record for how low of levels everybody is for me. Like I said, Edgar never hit 40, so I mean that's definitely something. Shink. Well, it killed something.
You might have killed the crucified lady because, she looks like.
Cosmos.
No offense to ladies, but she's clearly the weakest one here, seeing as she's not roided the fuck out.
Well, I mean, you never know. Oh yeah, I did kill her. Good call. Well, apparently I killed Tigerface first. That's the other thing, like, since there's nothing physically here, you just hear the pfft sound and you don't know what exactly you killed. Oh, I think that's that dude's death strike. Nice block. Nice block. Nice block, Tara, I love you! Have my babies.
No.
Grand Train!
I already have 10 children, thank you.
Okay. Alright. Now there's only one enemy left. He may as well use his dealie and he'll actually probably do something good with it. Wait. Oh, right! That's part 2! Okay. Part 2 is done. But yeah.
Now we're on to more faces.
The music in this game, or in this battle, is a 3-part, or a 4-part, like, medley. And there is meaning behind each movement of the song. Especially since they draw on classical inspirations. And part of the reason I don't want to talk about it in detail is because I am very not cultured, and I think it will actually... Like, I'm not... What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not really qualified to talk about it, so I really think you guys should look it up yourself, because there is a lot of really cool things going on with the music here. Also, you probably can't hear. I'm going to shut up for a second, but you can actually, you can hear that the sounds are echoing right now. And you can also see that the world in the background is lightning. Like, usually lightning is good. Light is good and darkness is bad. But we're getting higher to Kefka. He is literally ascending to godhood and bathing in the light of the power. So, I think we just killed something. I think there's only one enemy left of this pair, surprisingly.
It's really interesting that all of these bosses look like allegories for Ascension.
Yep. Yeah, and that's part of it. The enemies are also designed after gods and godhood.
The first one is like stuck in the earth, and then the next one is crucified, like Jesus' martyrdom, and then this one, there's this saintly lady who's very Virgin Mary-esque looking over this dude.
Yep. And that was a quick part 3, and here we go.
Life, dreams, hope. Where'd they come from? And where are they headed? These things I'm going to destroy!
Oh my god. Alright, bring it, you son of a bitch! This has been a long time coming. Why does Shadow keep unlifing? It's weird. Fallen 1. Oh god. His Fallen 1 attack drops everybody to a single goddamn hit point.
Jesus Christ, Kevin!
Yeah, he's very angry, and that's fine. But I don't know if you heard it, but the music that was playing at the end, or at the beginning of his little reveal, is the same music that plays at the very beginning of the game. And it's supposed to bring it full circle, like, but at the beginning of the game, on the title screen, it's a lot more gentle and relaxed. Here, it just bursts into this insane movement that you're freaking out because, oh my god, you're at the final boss! I was shaking like a fucking leaf the first time I faced him. I was scared for my ass. But we've got this battle in hand. Terra's 1 Cure 3 was able to get everybody back to fighting shape. His Fallen 1 bullshit only hurts if he can follow it up quickly. Ah, god damn! That is not what I wanted to hear.
His character design here is interesting too, because he has these 2 very angelic wings and then those really dark bat-like ones, like hidden.
Haste, haste, haste.
It's like devil in angel's clothing.
Oh yeah.
Also, I'm sorry for breaking the tension, but it looks like he has a huge wood.
Well, now I can't unsee it. Well, he's probably dead inside. This is probably... Not even final words, because he knew at the end words were no longer necessary. It was... If I can overly psychoanalyze, Fallen 1 is sort of a... summary of what Kefka can do. He can intimidate the shit out of us, but as long as you stay calm and handle it, he's nothing. And he's being reduced to nothing.
Bye, Kevin.
No victory, no anything. That is it. But you want to know why that's especially striking that there was no victory chant?
It's breaking up.
I'll talk about it during the ending. Anyway. Hi, Umaru and Locke! There's no time to lose. Airship's just ahead. How did you guys get here so fast? What the fuck?
Come on, everybody. We have to work together. Terra! What's wrong? The Magicite?
Yep, the Magicite. Magic is disappearing from this world. The Espers, they no longer exist.
You mean Terra, too? Come with me. I can lead you out with my last ounce of strength.
So this begins our cutscene medley. Every character who was in your roster at the end of the game, not necessarily the end of the dungeon, but at the end of the game, gets to experience their own little cutscene. But there is one thing that drives home all of these cutscenes to, or there's one thing that links all of these cutscenes together, which really also impacts the thing about this whole ending. That Kefka broke up into pieces, right? And he had no final words. The thing is, he won. Kefka still won because he still destroyed the world. He still killed half the populace. And even though the people can rebuild, they are, you know, they are now without hope. I mean, they can gain their hope back, but he still won. He still gained the power. He still gained the godhood. He still destroyed everything. We just stopped him. But we stopped him after the fact. Cyan, think you can handle that switch? Machines. I hate machines.
Step on it, bruh.
You just have to show technology who's boss. God, don't ever give him a smartphone.
Sorry about that earlier. I just got a text from my
Setzer as
former boss.
Setzer Gabbiani. And you also get to hear the medley of their individual themes here. I shouldn't talk over it, but you can find the ending without my commentary on YouTube if you really want. Wait. Go that way instead. Celeste's all, why? That's why. Let's go that way. Sometimes in life, you just have to feel your way through a situation. Celeste probably... Daryl, I'm starting to sound just like you. Celeste probably ran because of the way Setzer accented feel. You know, he probably wants to feel her.
Get away from me, Setzer.
Edgar as Edgar Ronnie Figaro. And the other side of the double-headed coin, Sabin as Sabin Renee Figaro. And so that's, like, there's the double-headed coin. Every one of these is showing their symbols. It's such a perfect ending. And this wraps up their storyline, too. I didn't turn my back on the kingdom, big brother. I knew that you'd be a better king. I trained hard knowing I might have to help you one day. Now I know I have these stupid muscles. He just flings the girder. It helped that I also gave you the... Don't flip me off, Edgar.
It looked exactly like he
Moogles.
did that. Mog!
Mog as... Mog. That's all you have to say. Bah, they're walking. But, yeah, it didn't help that I gave you the Asper, Sabin, you douche.
Help! Save me! Hit the switch, Cabal!
Edgar sort of did a flamboyant jump there for no apparent reason. I'm pretty sure he just jammed the hook through Mog's ear.
Oh, poor baby. The hair! Watch the hair, Cabal!
He made an angry face, and Edgar started laughing.
I'm gonna kill you.
Umaro as... Umaro. You may notice that Edgar and Setzer and Celeste tend to feature prominently in some of these endings. It's because those are the only three characters who are really guaranteed that you're going to have at this point. Because it's possible that you would miss the others.
It won't open.
Oh wait, that's not how I did it before. I was more like...
I'm out. Goodbye.
Voice acting 101.
Congratulations, you're well on your way to becoming Chris Sabat.
His power is over 9,000!
What? 9,000?!
Oh, this is adorable. Oh god, we're stuck!
Both buttons have to be pressed simultaneously.
Go, watch Celeste and do exactly what she does. They even did twin blinkings. Go just plummeted, possibly to his death. Yay! Oh god, Gao's song is so fucking sad. Ah, weird. Ah, weirder. Yeah, there was this little helmet that we had to... That was this shiny, 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 shiny.
Gal, find shortcut! Gal, find shortcut!
He just flung Celeste toward the hill. Edgar is smart and is just standing there.
I'm just imagining him, like, picking Celeste up and tossing her, and Celeste is screaming the whole way.
Transitions to the opera.
Rudeness.
I actually forgot Celeste's last name. Wow. Hopefully I don't make that mistake again. Come on, the floor is about to break apart.
Look!
I will not let go, I promise. You almost ate it, trying to pick up that silly trinket.
Bah.
I know, I like Locke's line there, like that is a stronger declaration of love based on his entire backstory than anything else that could have happened in this game. Tara as Tara Branford. One day, I have not yet beaten Final Fantasy VI without Tara, and one day I want to try it. Because it is possible that you can get to the end without using Tara. If you just ignore Moblitz during the second half of the game.
Father?
Tara, we must part now. We Espers will disappear from this world forever. But if the human part of you is very strongly attached to something or someone, you will probably be able to remain in this world as a human being. This was another thing that I mentioned about Kefka winning. I mean, the Espers are dead. Magic is being removed. Kefka won. He sucked the magic and the life out of those statues. The War of Magi was sort of repeated, and human evolution is going back. Technology went back 1,000 years.
Grandpa, stop goofing around!
Sorry, dear.
If I hear even a peep out of you, I'm gonna draw your portrait.
No! Anything but that.
But you know, just once I'd really like to do a portrait of you. On canvas, of course.
Realm, how can you be thinking about pictures at a time like this? Shadow as Clyde Aroni. That's his real name. Ah! Fuck. Shadow has actually the douchiest ending here. Interceptor, get going. Stay well. Baram, I'm gonna stop running. I'm going to begin all over again. Which is weird that he would say that at the top of the damn hill, because it almost seems like he's gonna get sucked down and swallowed into the thing.
Yeah.
But it's weird, but I think what that implies is he's actually going to demask, and he's going to try to be in Realm's life as Clyde Aroni. At least that's how I like to interpret it. That's why another reason why I've said we need an actual sequel to this game. I want to know what happened to Shadow and what he chooses to do. A kid like me doesn't know the meaning of defeat. Gonna get that fucking hook. Come here, hook. Haha, gotcha. Come on, Realm. So... But yeah, it's interesting because... Oh, thank you, Nintendo. I forgot. That's sort of a requirement for Nintendo games prior to the Xbox and the PlayStation's release.
That to acknowledge the person.
Yeah.
Why? Come with me.
I'd like to point out that I'm not touching the controller. All of this is timed with the music. That's the last piece of Magicite. That's some shitty voice acting on my part.
Tara! It's okay, your power is fading!
I think that line is closer to Tara come back or Tara just stay with us because, you know, they don't want her to be flying and dead.
Yeah.
But she's still running support for us. Oh, look at that.
Tara, your strength is going!
That's why I want to do this without Tara. I want to know how this ending plays out if she is not in the party, or if she just magically appears at the end. Which is possible. But if she does, I mean, then what happens? Because she no longer has the we don't know that she loves the kids as much or some shit. So the next time I play Final Fantasy VI, I'm going to make that my goal, that I'm not going to use Terra. Which is not a huge deal, because all you have to do is set up somebody else to do what I had her do here. Do it right, Katerin. Oh, that's Terra's line.
Gotta hang in there.
I guess she's thinking that so hard that all the little kitties can hear her. So that was the collapse of the tower, which was not really adequately shown. That's also Terra's line.
For a while longer.
There's the group, other than
Just a little longer.
Shadow, who stayed behind as well. Where's Terra?
That sounds like it should have been Celeste's line.
Probably.
Terra! Get away from that. You'll get sucked in and you'll lose all your hair. The painful way. Thank you, Setzer.
What is the chance Setzer did not cop a field? Didn't I say it before? This is the world's fastest airship. Oh, she fell and he dove and caught her. Okay, that's probably what happened. And that's it! Yay! So, here's another really kind of dumb fun fact. In Final Fantasy VI Advance, for the Game Boy Advance, they had to increase the length of the credits because there were more people who worked on the second translation and the porting to the Game Boy Advance version. But they didn't change the music. So the music stops about 15 minutes before the credits do. And there's just this really awkward silence with no sound effects for 15 minutes while you see the extra credits.
Wow.
It's weird as hell. But anyway.
Uematsu!
But I just want to point out, this is a very happy scene. As Mode 7 kicks in, we have the happy white clouds, it's bright, everyone survived and made it, everyone's going to try to start their life anew, everyone learned their lessons. The people of Moblitz are dead, okay? And there is no more magic. Technology has been sent back 1,000 years. The face of the world is irreparably changed. The people might be rebuilding and dealing with it, and it shows they're adaptable, strong-willed, and that's great. But Kefka still won. He destroyed the Empire, he murdered General Leo, he murdered the Emperor, he fucked up life for everybody. He still won. And that's why I want to see a direct sequel to Final Fantasy VI. Because at the end of the day, we don't know how Terra gets along with the kids. We don't know how much Celeste and Locke can deal with their love, which they have. But can they get past it? Can Locke get past the death of Rachel? It seems like he did, but can he deal with it? Can Celeste deal with it? What is Celeste going to do now that she doesn't fight anymore? As an infant, Celeste was forced to be infused with magic. She grew up as a soldier. She is now free of it, but she has no one to declare her allegiance to. What is she gonna do?
Can I say real quick, Setzer, can you pull up before you stuck in one of those seagulls? Thanks.
I'm pretty sure he's already done that. There were 7 before, and now there's 6. So...
He's aiming. What a dick.
So it's okay, this is happy and bright, and this is a nice dichotomy because you have green grass, blue skies, which you did not have at all in the World of Ruin. In the World of Ruin, it was all brown and dingy and gross and the sunset and whatever. I get it. But so it's but now what are they gonna do? Cyan may have accepted and released all the demons from his past, but now what is he gonna do? He just spent the last year living in a cave, writing lies to a woman he had never really met before. What is he going to do? Is Sabin gonna come back and try to do whatever the fuck, with Edgar and build the kingdom? He doesn't want to do that. What is going to happen? So the ending works, and it's happy, and it's wonderful, and it's great that Kefka's gone, and now the actual healing process and rebuilding can begin. But for these 14 men and women and whatevers, it's not that simple. And if all these characters are well-rounded, then they're gonna have reactions, and they're gonna have different reactions to what they just experienced. How are they going to handle life? What is Mog gonna do when he consciously realizes that he's only 13 years old, He's the last Moogle alive, and his entire population is going to go extinct as soon as he dies. How is he going to handle it? There are
You know
all
how
these...
I'm gonna handle it, Capo?
How, Mog?
I'm gonna go out, and I'm gonna kill a shitload of monsters, and I'm gonna collect the bounties, and I'm gonna get super rich, and then I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna donate all of my money, I'm gonna will it to a fig. Yeah, Capo.
And speaking of that, there is one major character we are forgetting. Beyond everybody else whose fate we just do not know. What's that goddamn treasure chest going to do other than eat coral all day? There's nobody left to bring him coral.
You know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do, John. Are you listening to me, John?
How do you know my real name? It's PyroFalkon on PyroFalkon's Let's Play.
Come on, John. How many times have you played this game?
You're not supposed to be sentient.
How many times?
Rachel, the box is talking to me. Come back. It's actually talking to me now.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna kill everyone. And then I'm gonna eat more coral.
That's code for my face, isn't it?
Maybe.
Alright, so Dwayne apparently decided the best place during his wife's pregnancy was the other room, leaving the midwife duties to all the 7-year-olds in the audience. But
he's not gonna watch her vagina get destroyed.
apparently the kids are mature enough to handle it. A baby is born, the circle of life happens, hope is here. You know, it's a great theme. It is wonderful. And just as that happens, the kids also see they see the airship, I think is what's going on here. Which is probably... it would not surprise me if Terra was the first one to be dropped off. Terra's very happy. This, again, I want to know what happens if Terra's not here at this point. I've never finished the game without her. So I really want to see how the ending changes, if it changes.
There are more people and they're rebuilding?
Yeah, I mean, they're rebuilding. That's the house in Thamasa that was destroyed 2 years ago, or 1 year ago by the fire. Yeah, so they're rebuilding, and it's nice. But Kefka won! He destroyed everything! People might be able to rebuild, but they can't replace the dead. So, what happens to this world? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So that's a scene I missed in Kolingen. Those two ladies planted a seed, and nothing ever grew, and now something is growing.
Ball.
Again, they're sort of really setting the theme home.
Chocobos.
Segue into the music of safety. This entire thing is... You know what? I'm just gonna... Alright, guys, I'm gonna put a bonus footage of this ending without me talking over it. So you can see the ending without me talking over it. And Special Sprite and Terra disappears for 1 frame while she takes her ponytail down. It's like... She disappears for 1 frame, just enough that you can notice it. Alright, so... Okay, 6 doves flew forward and now there's 5. He is definitely aiming for them. Damn you, Setzer. You're such a dick. But anyway... Oh hey, there's the rapids. It's taking you through this journey of where you've been and what you've done. There's the Phantom Forest, which we could not access since the World of Balance, but we just get reminded of where we came from and what we've done. All the things the team had to endure, all the hardships, finding each other in the second half, trying to deal with all the violence and the agony and
You can see Setzer aiming. Oh, I missed
He really did. That's why he dove first before pulling up on the stick.
The jet streams flowing behind the airship is just feathers. Hey, everyone watching, I see you all. I need you to do me a favor. I need you all to bring me some coral.
And there's the famous Final Fantasy Crystal theme. Now, the Final Fantasy Crystal theme, I had heard it in Final Fantasy II, that is 4, before this, and they didn't use as many instruments, and they really brought home the melody. And I said before, and I'm not ashamed to say it, especially if you guys have held on this long, the Final Fantasy Crystal theme can make me cry, but the Final Fantasy VI theme really can too. Because this game has touched me so much, and it opened my imagination so much, as I really absorbed the characters and got into the game and got into the story. And the questions I was asking, kind of jokingly, but the questions I was asking for the plot, what happens next? God, that first note. Those questions I asked at the end, when I want to know what happens next, it's not just bullshit. I mean, I'm in this world, and despite the ancient graphics, despite the lack of voice acting, despite limited animations and Mode 7 being the best it can muster, the story in this game was so good, and my imagination was able to create a world that was so beautiful that I had to know what else happened. And hitting this screen, just seeing the end, watching the stars go by, it makes me think of how we started and where it came from. Because you can actually hear the song once. Well, not once, but in one place in the main game. This song plays in the school at the very beginning of the game that serves as the tutorial area. So when I first played this and beat it, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. It was the first RPG I'd ever played to completion, the second RPG I'd ever really played. And this song plays when you're still a rookie, when you're leaving Narsh that first time and taking your first step into the world of balance. And you don't know what's going on. You only know you have this young girl named Terra who's assisted by this guy named Locke, and they're escaping this terrible empire, and they're escaping hardship to have that single ray of hope that will fix the world. And you go through this long journey with them through all the ups and downs. You learn everyone's tragic histories. You were there when they finally pull out a victory. And even though the bad guy ultimately won, there is hope, thanks to the group. And now the song plays again, bringing it all the way back around. And you can't help but sit here and think about all those milestones that you had along the story, where you saw every little step the characters took. And that's why when I finished the game, I could not just let it go. I could not simply sit back and accept the game as a single piece of art and never think about it again. And that's why I had to write. And when I had the opportunity to write about it, because of the teacher who inspired me to write it all, I started writing about this game because I thought, what happens? You know, what does happen after this the end screen? What do the characters do? And the first thing I wrote was just a little 2-page mini-story where Cyan and Sabin are talking about what they had to endure. But then it spun off from that into fan fiction, where I started giving my interpretation about what happened with these events and how Locke and Celeste could get together, and how Shadow could reveal himself and become part of Realm's life again, now that he's finally been able to get rid of the literal and figurative shadow that has been covering him all these years. So this game, the reason it is and will always be my favorite game of all time is because it transcends its medium. It did everything to open my mind up and see games for being art, and seeing stories for existing beyond just their literal words on the page, or screen in this case. It was beautiful. And from the bottom of my heart, I do thank you guys for staying with me through this to the end. Episode 15 is still my favorite for obvious reasons, but this makes a good second favorite episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and, you know, I really hope that you guys enjoyed it enough that you buy it yourself, because I support this game and I will continue to support it, and I really, really hope Squaresoft remakes it or gets some sort of direct sequel or something. If not, that's fine, because I always have my book. But this world is so rich and left so much to the imagination that could have happened from here that I want to go back to the world of Ruin and see how they were able to handle it. It'd be incredible to experience that some more. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if, for those of you who didn't enjoy it all that much, you know, fair is fair. I'm not going to sit here and argue and get all fanboy on you. This game actually does have some criticisms, especially with Kefka. Some people think he's weak since all he does is hate, 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 and destroy, destroy, destroy. And he's a quote-unquote easy boss, an easy enemy, and I get it. But I really think Final Fantasy VI is greater than the sum of its parts. And for as easy as Kefka's motivations may be, the fact that he wins ultimately, to me, really makes it different and sets it apart.
Yeah, not only that, but the fact that that's his only motivation.
Exactly.
I mean, usually villains want power or control, but he just wants to watch the world burn and drink a 40 ounce while it does.
So, again, from the bottom of my heart, guys, thanks. This will probably be my favorite series I've ever done, just because of the content. Stay tuned. I'll cut another episode. Tell you what, tomorrow, for you guys who are watching this on the day of release, I'm going to release a bonus footage of this entire episode without me talking. So you can hear the entire music, you can hear the music of the ending, you can hear the Crystal theme without me talking over it. Yeah, so that way you guys can hear it. And seriously, look up some of the information about the ending themes, because the music really does have a lot of impact that I didn't even realize until I researched it, because I was going to talk about it and then realized I was totally underqualified to do so. So, yeah, I guess I'm done. Do you have any final words?
I was so busy listening to you that I couldn't summon anything funny to say.
That's fine.
See you next time, everyone. Goodbye.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a break from RPGs from the channel because I don't think I can handle anymore for a bit. So, thanks, guys. We will see you again for something else. I appreciate it.